721. That's how many days it's been since Syracuse volleyball won its last ACC match. Well, that was up until today. Syracuse defeated Virginia Tech 3-2, and the final set ended in a 15-13 scoreline. That was the same point margin that SU lost to UVA on Wednesday. Well, after the match, the Orange reflected on the long-awaited victory.
Well, I think it means a lot for us, especially for the players, because I think they have put so much work in our development, individually and as a team. And sometimes it's unfair because you get minimized just to wins and losses.
It's like really exciting because it feels like all the work that we put in, like it just like showed like everything that we put in every day. Like our team works really hard, and it might not always like be seen. Like we don't really care that much what other people think of us, but like it shows that like we are putting in work and that like we're meant to be in this conference.
I mean, it's our first ACC win. That's super exciting.
Our career.
So yeah, definitely thrilled for what's going to come going from here.
SU might have gotten its first victory in ACC play today, but it doesn't erase the past. The Orange started out 0-9 in conference play this year. Syracuse travels away for the first time in 2 weeks, heading to NC State down south. First serve of that match against the Wolfpack, who are 11-7 on the year, is on Friday at 7 p.m. Reporting from the Women's Building, Josh Solomon, Citrus TV. In Syracuse's 93-87 victory over Virginia Tech tonight, it was a clinic behind this line for Sophie Burrows. The guard went 8 for 12 from beyond the arc and scored a career-high 28 points. Orange head coach Felicia Leggett-Jack reflected on Burrows' barrage.
I thought she had a 30-piece in her, honestly. She just had to tweak one thing in her shot, and she did that, and I thought that she's just going to be the future of this team. She is so locked in. She's so special. She plays the game like it's a chess match. She doesn't play the game like a checker game. She really kind of absorbs what's going on and communicates with Georgia, and they help me run this team. I'm so proud of her.
With tonight's victory, Syracuse moves to 3-8 in conference play. A team struggling even more in the ACC is Wake Forest, who Syracuse takes on Sunday. The Demon Deacons are 1-10 and sit in the bottom of the ACC standings. That game tips off at 2 o'clock. Follow my good friend at Adam Hipsky for coverage throughout that game. But from me, reporting from Castle Coliseum, Josh Solomon, Citrus TV.
Let's talk about the MVP of this year's team. I know it wasn't a great run in ACC play, but there was one player in particular that, regardless of the opponent, showed up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't think there's any other player you can talk about than Ava Palm, the transfer from CSU Bakersfield, the graduate student. She showed up and she showed out in the North. Well, 9 games with 15-plus kills, 7 games with double-doubles. That's when you have 10-plus kills and digs. When I talked to her in September, she said she wanted to lead by example. She actually was selected as a captain in her senior year last year for CSU Bakersfield. And then in her graduate season this year at Syracuse, she wasn't selected captain. So she wanted to do something different and show it really on the court. And that's exactly what she did. She did a phenomenal job at that, whether it was in the back row, whether it was in the front row. She did just absolutely amazing job for Syracuse. And the best game of her career came in the final game of the season with 21 kills against Virginia Tech in that third ACC win the Orange had this season.
Palm's so good down the stretch. Might not be the last time we talk about her on tonight's show. That's what we like to call a deep tease in the biz. Anyways, Josh, so many new players on this team. I know there was that loaded sophomore class, but still so many new players that it almost feels criminal if we don't mention who did you think was maybe the most impressive or the most surprising first-year player for this team? Because you already said Palm came in with a really high expectation.
Yeah, Ian, fun fact, 6 of the 18 players on this year's team were returners. Only 6 of them. Unbelievable. So one of them I do have to talk about. It's not a graduate student, even though Ava Palm was the graduate student I mentioned here. It's a redshirt freshman. Skylar George is the player I want to talk about. She didn't play a single point last year for Utah, so she decided, hey, I'm going to come north and I'm going to join the Syracuse Orange. SU head coach Bakir Ganeshwaradam was very happy to have her because she did absolutely phenomenal. You're talking about this player that is compared to a girl in Ava Palm, She was right there with her. 33 service aces this season. That was one less than Palm. She also matched Ava Palm in those 7 games with double-doubles. She had the exact same amount. Did a great job for this team. Skylar George did, and I'm sure, as I mentioned, Coach Bake already still has 3 years of eligibility left. She's only a redshirt freshman. I know he's very happy about that, and I'm really excited to see what she does for the rest of her time in Orange.
Yeah, this was a rebuild year, a reload year, somewhere in between for Coach Bake and company. And they had some big moments. They also had some not so great moments when conference play came around. But when it's all said and done, Josh, when you reflect on this season, what moment really stood out to you as the key one for Syracuse volleyball?
Well, let's be honest, Ian. Going into the season, we both had really no idea what to expect. Syracuse fans didn't either. After going 2-26 last year, well, what's going to happen? And Syracuse started off in a big way, going undefeated, a 12-0 record in non-conference play. And actually, 7 of those 12 games were victories in straight sets. Now, I know what you're going to say. Okay, well, the team only had 3 wins in ACC play. I get that. They finished 15-17 under 500. But if you look back at that opening stretch, that was pretty remarkable. It doesn't get better than that. It really doesn't. They didn't lose a single game in that stretch. And it was the first time since 2010, almost nearly 15 years ago. That was the last time the Orange went undefeated in non-conference play. So if I'm going to talk about a surprise moment, it's got to be that part. After only winning 2 games last year and starting off victorious in the first 12 of them, that's pretty good. On that mound, it was a rough season in 2024 for the Mets' #1 prospect, Brandon Sproat, a 7.5 ERA over 7 starts. But today marks a new chapter for the righty pitcher.
There's a lot of learning curves from last year, but that's last year. We've got a clean slate moving forward, so just be where my feet are, take it day by day, and just enjoy it.
Well, I think you'll have more confidence this year. A lot of times guys that have that skill don't really meet a challenge until they get to a certain point in the minor leagues, and sometimes it's the big leagues. And I was personally very happy that he went through that. It wasn't fun for him. It wasn't fun, when you're trying to win a game, but that's how you really learn how to pitch. And I thought the whole experience was great for him, and I expect him to take that and run this year.
Well, not only is Sproat the #1 prospect in the Mets organization, but in the MLB Top 100 prospects, he was number 46 on that list. And something that might set him apart from other pitchers is the versatility and arsenal that he has on display.
Just taking those pitches into this year and just keep building confidence behind them. I've got confidence behind them already, but as the year goes on, those pitches will get better. Everyone's arsenal suits to their strengths, so I can't really pick and choose or compare. I think my stuff is really good, and like I said, I'm just gonna keep building on those things and just take them out to the mound.
Really, it's about the command of those pitches, not just the new slider that he has, and he's got a very good changeup, as does Blade Tidwell, and so it's more just the command, hitting spots. It's not throwing in the strike zone; it's throwing to quadrants in the strike zone.
Reporting at MBT Bank Stadium, Josh Solomon, Citrus TV. Warmer weather in central New York means that lacrosse season is here. And for Onondaga Community College's men's lacrosse team, it means another potential chance at a national championship run. But something's different. A new head coach in Eric Maddox is taking over the program and is excited for the opportunity.
Amazing opportunity to take over the men's program, right? This is a historic program here in New York. We've won 12 national championships here. I got to start the program as a player 20 years ago under Chuck Wilbur, and it was his first year coaching here. So that was just amazing, and it's kind of like full circle to come back around.
Maddox is hoping to build a strong brotherhood. It's something goalie Quentin Lawrence already sees amongst his teammates.
I feel like we use family more than anything, because at the end of the day, natty or not, we come out of this as brothers. We fight for our brother next to us, and we don't give up on our brother next to us.
Coach Maddox is taking over the men's program after 3 seasons as the OCC women's lacrosse head coach, most recently last season, bringing home a national championship back here. The men's lacrosse side hasn't won one since back in 2019, and Coach knows that the team is hungry to bring one home.
Coming in from day one, that was like that first 5-minute conversation. I'm here to win the national championship. I'm not trying to wait too long.
Natty. Natty, at the end of the day, you know, that's what you work for. You come in, day out with the grueling practices out in the cold. We want to win that Natty, make a name for ourselves.
OCC hosts Mohawk Valley Community College in its season opener tomorrow at 4. Reporting in Syracuse, Josh Solomon, NCC News. Spring is here, which means it's that time of year again. Baseball is back. And for Cicero North Syracuse High School, it's a chance to come back stronger than ever after a very successful 2024. Last season, under first-year head coach Stephen Bailey, the North Stars made it all the way to the sectional championship.
We're looking forward to another season to get back to where we finished off last year. We lost in the sectional finals to CBA. It was a tight game right till the very end. A lot of growth in year one. And year two, you know, we're more familiar with each other. The players are more familiar with us as a coaching staff.
CNS made 3 straight semifinals before finally making it all the way to the sectional championship game last season. And boy, does the squad this year want to get back to that same place.
We've learned from last year. We have our goals in mind. Year two we're excited for. We got some really good returners, some young players coming up that are earning roles, you know, as we speak over the course of the last couple weeks. And we're excited to go and compete, grow every day, get better every day, and hopefully by the end, it's come sectional time, be right there in a position to win it all.
Cicero North Syracuse was also missing a key contributor last year. First baseman Shakori Williams tore his labrum in the middle of the season, and for the senior, it was certainly a tough time watching his teammates from the dugout.
It was a tough game to watch. Just being there supporting my guys, it's tough to not be able to be on the field with them and feel that feeling, but I was right there with them, and it's just tough to not be there, be on the field and do what you love. So, and it's also tough to lose a championship game like that. That was a huge game.
But now, Williams is back for his final season and is more than ready to compete.
Now I'm better back than ever. I just feel great, and I'm just ready to go for the season and ready to just lead my team to hopefully a championship this year.
Now, the North Stars look ahead to the season and home opener next Thursday. But the following week, Cicero North Syracuse has a chance at revenge against Christian Brothers Academy.
Let's run it back. Let's go do it again. So, it's going to be one of those. They have a lot of seniors back, but we got a lot of guys back too. Their coach is a really good coach that's going to have them prepared. So it's going to be one of those early season tests we're going to see where we are. And to beat the best, you got to measure yourself up against the best at times, and we're confident in ourselves.
It's a redemption game for everybody. Knows it, everybody wants it. We marked it on our calendar. Biggest game of the year, probably for us. This is how we feel. Yeah, revenge game, no doubt. It's going to be a dogfight, and we know that. But we want to come out on top.
A shot at redemption for Cicero North Syracuse, April 9th at Onondaga Community College. It's the same place that the brothers took the North Stars down in the sectional championship finals just under a year ago. Josh Solomon, WAER Sports.